Guys, feels like forever ago that I did one of these videos, but I'm back! This week I want to talk about how to eat less sugar. I feel like it's something that we've all been trying to do, especially now that spring is here and summer's around the corner, and next thing you know, you're gonna want some abs, and guess what? You should have started earlier. But realistically, a good way to get in shape for summer in kind of a realistic fashion would be to cut out a lot of sugar in your diet, because immediately you're going to see some changes, and it's also just really good for your health in general. So today I'm going to talk to you about a few ways that I have to cut sugar out of my diet. Not that I don't eat any sugar, I do, but I've cut out a lot and I feel so much better. So the first thing you're going to want to do is not buy any sugar. Crazy, right? That's the thing. If you don't have it in your house, you're not gonna eat it. If you don't have it in your hands, you're not gonna eat it. So just don't fucking buy it. I know it sounds stupid, and I know you're like, why the fuck am I watching this video? But really, just try not to buy any, and I guarantee you'll eat less of it. And if you're not buying it, sometimes it's around you anyway, right? Sometimes at work, people bring cupcakes, they have chocolate lying around. Stay the fuck away. That's my tip for you. Whenever there's chocolate at work, I take a detour. I go around. I do not want to get close to that chocolate. I don't want to get close to the cupcakes unless I'm ready to eat some. Because let's face it, once you're in front of these things, you're going to want to eat them. So unless you want to eat them and then feel guilty, and then just don't go there. Just stay the fuck away. Problem solved. My next tip would be to play the long game. I know this sounds a little bit kind of intangible, but just bear with me. Let's say you're faced with a situation where there's sugar. Maybe you're faced with a coworker with a cupcake in her hand. She's like, please have this. And you're like, just think ahead. Just think like a week from now, is this cupcake gonna have an effect on you? Is it, like, how is this gonna affect the rest of your life? If you're like, it's just a tiny cupcake, I don't care, fine. If it's one cupcake in a sea of other sugary things, maybe it's not the best idea to have some. Right? So you need to think of it big picture wise. Is this just a one tiny thing in a really good diet that really doesn't matter? Or is it one tiny thing amongst other really tiny things that are adding up to one big problem? That's what you need to look at. Also thinking a long-term wise, there's this thing that happens when you stop eating sugar. You want it less. Or if you start eating it again, sometimes you'll be like, it's not even that good. What was the thing that I was so obsessed with? So thinking of it that way, if you cut things out now, if you make those hard decisions now, it'll be easy in the long run, and it'll be so much better in the long run. So just suffer now a little bit and, you know, don't do it. Don't eat that thing. In the long run, it'll mean so much more to you, and you'll be so much happier, and you won't even regret making these decisions. That's for sure. And you won't even regret making those decisions, because who has ever said, oh my god, I regret not eating that cupcake? I mean, there will always be another cupcake if ever you think that way. And my last tip is my favorite. It is telling people to fuck off. Because we've all had that persistent person in our lives that's like pushing sugar at us, and we're like, no, I don't want it. No, stop. They don't get it. They think, you know, if you have to suffer in a certain way, it's harming you, but really you're just cutting out sugar. You're not dying. You're actually preventing yourself from dying, probably. But these people feel like maybe they want to enjoy it, and they want to enjoy it with you, or maybe they feel less guilty if you're eating it too. Either way, what you put in your mouth is rarely any of anyone's business, unless it's your mother, and even then. So please tell these people nicely and politely and in as many flowery words as you want to fuck off. They don't have to have that power over us, and they don't have that permission to give us. I mean, who's been in a situation where somebody's like, no, eat that cupcake with me, come on, I'll feel better. So you don't have to say yes to that, and it's their own fault if they feel guilty, by the way. They shouldn't be telling you to put sugar in your body. What the hell? So please, take my advice. Tell them to fuck off. It feels so good. And then you're just like, I'm free. So those are all the tips I have for you today, and I hope they help you cut out some sugar and, you know, get on with that summer body that you've been trying to work on or hoping for or whatever it is, I have faith in you. Start with the sugar though, it's a good thing. You can do it, you can get that body if you want it. I have all the tools for you if ever you need them. Just ask me questions in the comments, I could always answer them. And if you want me to make a specific video like this one, tell me also in the comments what you would like to see. See you later guys, have a great week, bye!
Oh, this you crazy mother...